Now, Tales of the Jedi has just launched on Disney Plus, and it is amazing. It has 6 shorts in the Clone Wars style animation, which tells stories of Count Dooku and Ahsoka, and it's just really good and something that we need more of. Hello, everyone. Fictional Fanatics here to talk to you about how Tales of the Jedi is just what we need for the future of Star Wars. Now, there may be minor spoilers, but since this isn't a review as much as a discussion about the general concept, there shouldn't be too many. So, watch at your own discretion, I guess. Now, going in, I was extremely excited, but just sad to see that we had so few episodes. We only had 6 episodes, and we were going to focus on only 2 characters, and that just isn't ideal. But either way, the episodes we did get were so fantastic. Each one told us a story about a character and added on to what we know about them, fleshing out their motivations and their backstories. We see Dooku lose his faith in the Jedi and Ahsoka being trained not just as a Jedi but as a person. I actually ended up liking how they did it, where each episode is a standalone but builds upon each other in a strange way. Each one was rich in content and emotion, adding stuff that you never would have thought about before, like how Dooku would react to the death of Qui-Gon, or seeing how some separatist planets starting to break away from the Republic, like Raxon, which I'm pretty sure that was the planet we saw in Bad Batch, which is actually pretty cool. Each one is very closely connected to other parts of the story, but act as supplementary material where if you want to know more about the character, watch them, but aren't essential for understanding the characters. Why I like these shorts is it shows so much freedom in its storytelling. It has 10 to 20 minutes to tell a great story about the Jedi, and that seems to be the only constraint the show has. It seems like it can take place wherever, like 20 years before The Phantom Menace or post Order 66, like we see here. That means that we could see scenes of anything. We could do anything in the series. Want one of Luke training Ben? They can do it. Want more Grogu Order 66? Why not? It is a small piece of content which is free to do as it chooses in ways which supplement the stories we have seen and aid the ones to come. But overall, it is really great, but my complaint that we need more of this still stands. I would have killed to see one of teenage Anakin receiving his training and showing some of the darkness come out. Just one of the shorts being about other characters like Plo Koon, Kit Fisto, or Dippa Billaba training Kanan Jarrus. There are no denying that these are great, but there's no denying that more would be good. I hope that this low episode quantity is due to this being the first release at season, whatever you want to call it, and it being a test run to see if this type of content works. And if it does work, which it seems to doing, then hopefully we could be getting more Tales of the Jedi in the future. Because even with Clone Wars, we still don't know much about many Jedi. Now, we know their basic elements now, but a short dedicated to Kit Fisto, for example, could make him a much more interesting character and making his death in Revenge of the Sith so much more meaningful. I could list countless ideas for more of these shorts, and although I do hope we get more just Tales of the Jedi, there's still new ideas you could do with this concept. My ideal world would see Tales of the Jedi-esque series becoming a yearly event. We could do more Tales of the Jedi, but I also see potential for other series in the same style. We could get Tales of the Sith covering the night Palpatine killed Plagueis, Kylo Ren meeting Snoke, even stuff from the Old Republic. We could get Tales of the Mandalorian, which covers Mandalorian history, possibly that first one who got the dark saber, and Jango become the Mandalorian. Tales of the Underworld, where you could finally see the Cad Bane versus Boba Clone Wars episode, and the list goes on. If you take this format of animated shorts about a certain type of people in Star Wars, it could be really good, especially if they keep in this area of being supplemental, where it isn't necessarily the most important, but as people skip animation, but it would help your stories for dedicated fans, and it would just be perfect. Hopefully, the release of this show means we can get more stuff like this in the future. An anthology show about any time period, animated or live action, would just be so good. I love the idea of having these small moments of the Star Wars galaxy being captured and given to us on Disney Plus. It's stuff like this where streaming services could be the key to expanding franchises. You can put whatever you want on here because you're not constrained to an episode count, duration, budget, etc. I would love to see Star Wars doing these special presentations like Marvel is beginning to, Werewolf by Night, Holiday Special, stuff like this. Just throwing them on Disney Plus. I feel like bringing things like this to Disney Plus is what's going to make Star Wars great again, by making the galaxy richer, a more intricate place, at the same time as making your larger scale movies and TV shows. This is what Star Wars needs if it wants to stick around for another 5 years. Anyways, that's all I have to say. What do you think? Agree, disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see how Andor makes the rebellion more compelling, watch this video, and until the next one, bye.